نفسي بنور من فؤادي حينما رددت يا رب العباد.
Assalamu alaikum wa Rahmatullahi wa Barakatuh. I am Ihsan, and as you can see by the title, I will be giving my opinion whether I believe the believing women should be uploading pictures of themselves to social networks. In case you didn't get to read that full hadith, you can feel free to go back and pause and read it. The Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam basically said that after the female hits puberty, the only thing that she should show is her face and her hands. Now, before I start, I want you to ask yourselves, how many of our sisters in Islam wear the niqab versus the hijab? Like, what's the percentage of the sisters that wear the niqab and then the percentage of the sisters who wear the hijab? Mind you, the niqab is not obligatory, but the hijab is. If someone was to ask me that question, I would probably say maybe 35% wear the niqab 24/7, 365. Except when they're, at home with their husbands. And about 65% wears the hijab. Now, a lot of these sheikhs that makes these 2-hour-long YouTube videos don't agree that believing women should upload pictures of themselves onto social networks. They say it causes fitna. But I'm quite curious to know how it causes fitna when you only see their face. I mean, Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam did say that the believing women are allowed to show their hands and their face. So let's say there's a Muslim woman who posts pictures of herself fully covered the way that Allah has commanded her to, but her face is exposed like it's allowed to. How would that cause fitna? What would be there for a brother in Islam to gaze at or to long for? What would be there? What is the brother gonna say?
Oh, she has sexy cheekbones. I want her so bad.
Tell me this. What's the difference from this believing woman uploading pictures of herself onto a social network? She's fully covered the way that Allah has commanded her to. Only thing you see is her face, which is permissible. Then to a believing woman in public where there's kufr everywhere, men just everywhere. And they have more to look at because they have the actual person right there. But if they were covered the right way, they would still have no reason to look because they won't be able to see anything but her face. So what's the difference of a Facebook picture of a believing woman that you can only really see her face, than a believing woman in public where a man would have the opportunity to see more? But if, like I said, if she was covered the right way, they would fail because you wouldn't be able to see anything except her face. So you telling me that's a fitna too? On Facebook, I see very frequently like pictures with quotes, and they're basically saying that Muslim women need to stop uploading pictures to Facebook, because their akhirah could be in jeopardy, fear Allah. I see a lot of this stuff, man, and it bothers me. How can you tell somebody that their akhirah is in jeopardy because they have a picture on a social network? A picture on social network. You don't know nothing about this sister. She probably has never missed a salah. She probably gives zakah every single chance she gets. She gives dawah. She does all this stuff that a Muslim should do. And you tell her that her akhirah could be in jeopardy, meaning that she could go to Jahannam? Are you serious? So in my opinion, I see nothing wrong with her sister uploading pictures of herself to a social network. As long as she respects herself and she covers herself the way that she's supposed to, fi sabilillah. And the only thing that shows is her face and or hands. There's nothing wrong with that, because they are going to show either way, whether in public or in a picture. Now, one thing that I will say that's absolutely wrong and unacceptable is the Muslim women who post pictures of themselves with no respect. They're wearing tank tops, their chest, neck, arms, legs, hair, everything shows. That's when it's extremely wrong. Extremely wrong. I do not agree with that. That is not a good way for a Muslim woman to represent her deen. And it shows that she may not fear Allah as much as she should. Because you would think if someone did fear Allah, they wouldn't really, just blatantly upload pictures of them half naked. So when it comes to that, it's completely wrong. Muslim women not covering at all, it's completely wrong and should never be posted onto a social network. Face full of makeup, look like a clown, arched eyebrows, all of that, man. SubhanAllah, that should never be posted to a social network. And to the sisters that do post that type of stuff, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive you. Ameen. And one more thing before I go, inshallah. To our sisters in Islam, covering yourself does not only mean just wearing a hijab. It's fully covering your body with loose clothing. So wearing tight jeans, a tight shirt, and a hijab, that doesn't mean you're covered. It just means your hair is covered. In fact, it means that you're naked. And narrated by Imam Ahmad in the Sahih, Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that women who are clothed yet naked will never enter paradise. Women who are clothed yet naked will never enter paradise. Jazakallahu khair for watching. Wa akhiru da'wana and alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.
نفسي بنور من فؤادي حينما رددت يا رب العباد.